For those of you that don't know me, my name is Jimmy, and I guess I'm here to explain to you about the past 12 years of my life.
My name is Timothy William Brown. I was born in 1983. I've lived in this house my whole life.
My name is Colin Anderson, and I'm the lead guitar player in Dose of Adolescence.
My name is Roger Esparza, and I'm the bass player.
I'm Tyler, and I play drums in Dose of Adolescence.
I play in a band called D of A, which is short for Dose of Adolescence. I think sometimes I like to call us D of A because I don't really like the label that our name gives us, I feel like sometimes, because I feel like a lot of people misinterpret what we're trying to bring across.
Our name doesn't mean that we're a bunch of little kids, like just messing around.
Not have responsibility and like this super pop punk band, which, don't get me wrong, at one time that was something that I was totally into, but that was never what our name was meant to stand for.
It really means like that we're still ourselves. When we were young, before anyone could try and change us or the world could get to us and taint us.
Before you've kind of been jaded by the world and you're fake, or you learn to lie in certain situations to better the situation, or so you don't get in trouble or get caught doing something that you shouldn't be doing.
When you're an adolescent, it's hard for you to decipher like the truth and lying.
That inner child that basically is just completely honest, and that's our approach with music.
So it's basically we're telling the truth to you guys. We're telling the truth in our eyes and our experiences in life.
Dose of Adolescence is more than just a band. I think it's a lifestyle.
It really means like that we're still ourselves.
Everything that we write has something to do with a personal life experience. I would feel like I was being dishonest if it wasn't something like that.
And there's been times where people have tried to take it away. We've fought through some things. But nothing will stop us.
When we first started, I don't think we really had any idea what we were doing.
About the age of 17, picked up a guitar and decided we were going to start up a band.
We were all just young dudes who liked each other and had a common interest in music.
Then I met a guy named Steve, and the day that he walked into my living room, I knew there was something about him. He walked in with like his spiky hair, his black braces, and his Misfits t-shirt on, and I was just like, man, this kid's awesome. And that's when Dose of Adolescence started, was that day to me. But, we started out this band, we started it out like we just wanted to play music that we loved to play, and hopefully we could reach people through it.
Just doing covers and playing backyard parties for our friends and, just having the time of our life. And at a certain point, we all decided that it was something that we enjoyed so much that we never wanted to stop doing it. We used to go and dry adhesive flyers to like electrical boxes. Like we would do whatever it took to get our band out. Like we wanted the people to come to our shows and see what we were talking about and share our experiences. And once we kind of perfected what we were doing with that a little bit, we decided that it was time to go and record some songs and basically try and give something that had been fun to us a shot to be something real. So we went in the studio to record a 4-song EP. We, 2 weeks after it was done, Steve was in a car accident. A car accident that eventually ended up taking his life. he had so many injuries in this accident that it's honestly a miracle that he made it away from the scene of the crash. And he survived for 26 days.
It was like the first night that his family felt comfortable to leave. The doctor had said like he's doing great. But then we got a call, I believe it was a Sunday. I'm pretty sure. We got a call early in the morning that Steve had flatlined for a little bit. And they had revived him, but it's not looking good. You better get down here soon.
It wasn't like some dude that played guitar in my band. It was just like, because some of you may not know, Timmy is my blood brother. It was just like Timmy being in the hospital bed. Like, my little brother was in that bed.
We get there and we get up to the level that he's on. And they basically just said, like Steve's dead. And you can go in and pay your last respects. So me and my brother go in at the time with our old drummer, John Gilbach. Just like one of our best friends still. Been around forever. And we basically just talked to Steve for a few minutes. Like as he was laying there, he was dead. He was gone. He left this earth, but I think was finally in peace because he was in pain for a while. For like a month at least, just in a lot of pain, you could tell.
Seemed like D of A was done. A lot of people had different questions and different concerns, and are you guys still going to play? If you guys do play, are you guys going to keep the same name? Do you think you should keep the same name? We had all these questions from people, and at the same time we're trying to deal with losing our best friend and brother. And in the song called 85 to 06, there's a line that I say, I make a promise and I intend to keep it.
We made a promise to Steve like 5 years ago now, a little over, that we would make sure that the world heard his music.
Continue doing what we're doing. Always stay true to ourselves and the original reasons why we started doing it. And just enjoy our lives and spread love, man. Spread love. That is what the promise meant to me.
And I just can't stop. Because I know that if he was here, he would still be saying that same thing. Like, we just got to keep going.
My dad always taught me growing up that in life, everything can be taken away from you, but the fact that you're a man of your word.
He's my best friend. Still is. Like, I can't wait to see him again, finally. I miss him every day.
I knew I had to keep my word.
When Steve actually passed away, I had a dream that Steve was talking to me the whole time and telling me what was going on, and he told me that I would be playing in this band. And I didn't think about it at the moment, but a year later, Jimmy at the time was the bass player, and he came up to me and said, "Would you like to play bass for this band?" And I felt honored, very honored, to take that role.
Roger's been with us since the beginning. He's my other best friend. I've known him since I was 10 years old. He was our roadie back in the day. Would go on tours with us, not knowing if we were going to come home or not, because none of us had money. But he had the gas money to pitch in every time, just like a band member.
I love Roger. Love hanging out with him, and he's an all-around good guy.
I'd say Roger would have to be the nicest guy you've ever met.
For my brother and Roger, I could probably say the same things for both of them. For those two dudes, I'm so thankful that even when it's gotten so hard that any sane person would give up on what we're doing, they stuck it out no matter what. No matter what. We just always knew that it had to get done.
Every time I see Timmy, I just want to go up to him and give him a hug. He's a nice guy, sweet guy. Gave me my nickname, Tybo.
I am so blessed to have, for me to be in this band with Timmy and Jimmy, because they have been my friends for a very long time. I know Jimmy is, like I said, Jimmy's amazing. I say he's amazing, very caring.
He's definitely a great guy, and definitely is someone that I've looked up to personally.
He wears his feelings on his sleeves. Like, you could tell the way he's feeling, the way he's acting. Definitely.
Jimmy would have to be the Iron Fist.
They'll all tell you that I'm like the Iron Fist.
So passionate about like everything he does, and just once he has his mind set on something, then it's gonna happen. And you know, he's a hard ass, and it's good. You need that. You need to have somebody to be keeping you guys all in check and making sure like everything's getting done.
And I mean, Tybo, like, super dedicated dude that we've needed back there on the drum kit.
Great live stage presence. Just cool dude. Looks like Pete Wentz. It's a plus.
He's a nice guy, and again, good stage presence, and he hits really hard when he plays.
He gets out there and hustles. Like, the dude never takes no for an answer. Like, just keeps pushing and pushing and pushing. It's the same mentality that we all have.
And now we've got Colin, and I've known Colin since he was a little guy. He grew up with Steve, around Steve's family.
Colin was definitely a blessing. I think at a very hard time where we were still pushing and putting in the groundwork that we felt necessary at the time to build our band, Colin came in right when it kind of needed to happen.
That's why I think, like, right now this scenario is just so perfect. Like, he knows where we're coming from. He knows what we've been through, and he's basically in the same sense, just not being in the band before, but been through it.
And not only that, I mean, he's an amazing guitarist. I have to say, he has picked up the songs that we already had quicker than anybody I've ever seen.
And now we definitely have a good, solid core group of dudes that believe in what we're doing.
Amazing things are going to happen. And amazing things are happening for my band right now. I think one of the most exciting things that I have going on is the fact that I'm very excited about the lineup that we have right now, the crew of dudes that we have. It hasn't felt like this since Steve passed away in 2006.
And we'll keep on struggling, and we'll keep on fighting, and we will scrape to the top no matter what we have to do. This is not about money, it's about love, because that is what makes the world go round, I think.